Hello, students. Welcome to the course selection video for the 2026-2027 school year. My name is Chad Bickle, and I am one of the school counselors here at South River High School. And I'll be joined by, in a few moments, Mr. Rowe, assistant principal, overseeing course selection process. During our time together, we're going to review the scheduling timeline, graduation requirements, and the overall course selection process. That is, how do you make your course selections and input those into the PowerSchool system? In case you have forgotten or you are new to our school, here is a listing of our school counselors. We are alphabetically organized unless you are part of the ELL or the STEM program. Those counselors are noted at the bottom. I've also included here the email addresses for counselors because sometimes it's hard to reach us by phone or it's hard to stop by during the daytime because you have other commitments. So email is also a great way to reach us. Here is a listing of very important dates. There will be a parent information meeting for those that are non-STEM, that are not in the STEM program, current grades 9 through 11 on Wednesday, January 21st at 6 p.m. There will be an elective fair on Tuesday and Thursday, January 27th and 29th in the Media Center, where students can peruse around to different tables and learn about the different electives that they could take next year. The student portal will open for course selections and for viewing teacher recommendations on January 22nd and close on February 1st. Now, students, do not worry. Your school counselor will be meeting with you during your English class. The schedule has been established, so there's no need to rush on down. If you are feeling extra anxious, we're going to meet with each one of you one-on-one during the month of February. And then in March, end of March, beginning of April, we should turn the green light back over to all students where they can go back in and view what those final selections were made. And parents can view that as well at the end of March, beginning of April. Because our intention is to have each student graduate with a high school diploma, it's very important that we look over again what those specific requirements are. So we're going to look at the credits, we're going to look at completer programs, service learning, and state mandated testing. Now, as noted in the previous slide, the graduation requirements for credits was 26, but the Board of Education just approved moving to 23. So we have noted that here that the credit count has now moved to 23. And you'll see at the bottom where we expect that change to occur, and that is moving from 7.5 electives to 4.5. But here are the specific requirements for each content area. Students need to have 4 years of English. That's English 9, 10, 11, and 12. That could also expand into, instead of 11, you could take AP Lang or AP Lit. Same thing with English 12. You could take AP Lang or AP Lit. You need to have 3 years of social studies. It's going to include a course of U.S. history, U.S. government, and world history. Students need to have 4 credits of math. That's going to, at minimum, require Algebra 1 and geometry, plus at least 2 other math courses. And students must be enrolled in mathematics all 4 years of high school. Science, students need to take biology plus 2 other science courses. They need to have 1 credit of physical education. That would specifically be 1 course or half a credit in Fitness for Life and another half credit in a physical education elective. Students need to have 1 credit of health. That would be Health A, Health B. Usually Health A is sophomore year, Health B is the junior year. 1 basic technology course. There's a different variety of ways that you can earn that basic technology credit. 1 credit of fine arts, and that could be any music, art, dance, theater, arts course. Half a credit, so that's 1 semester of citizenship, and then, as I mentioned, the 4.5 credits of electives, and those are credits that could be in any area. For example, if a student takes a fourth credit in science, only 3 credits are needed, so that fourth credit would move to the elective area. In addition to having received 23 credits, students must have a specific completer program. That is a pathway that they are heading down. The most common completer is the university completer. That allows a student to apply to a 4-year college if they have at least Algebra 2 and at least 2 years of the same world language. There are also programs, completer programs, which are now being called Career and Technology Institutes. These are programs that we host here at South River High School, and these are specific programs in computer programming, culinary arts, early childhood education, engineering, also known as Project Lead the Way, and we have one more year of the Career Transitions program. More information about this can be found in the Program of Study guide. Another completer option for students is to complete through level 2 at Cat South. There are a variety of different programs there that are listed here on this slide. Very convenient. Cat South is located just behind South River High School, and our students can easily navigate going to both schools at the same time. Excellent opportunity for students. Would suggest checking out the Cat South website for more information. Applications for Cat South may be found through the parent portal. Now, they will also be having 2 application support events, one on February 5th and another one on February 12th. One on the 5th will be in person and the 12th will be virtual. This would be a great way to connect with assistants, with learning more about the programs. The 5th will actually include a tour, and there's assistance that will be provided with completing the application. So I definitely recommend that as a great way to find assistance. Attention juniors or rising seniors next year, just remember there's a few things. If you are looking to take a partial schedule, that you have to have at least 4 courses per semester. Also, that if you do request a partial schedule, that does not guarantee a parking permit, and that you must leave after your last class. Okay, so we cannot account for you when you do not have classes, so therefore you must leave the building. Otherwise, if you are in the building continually, we're going to actually have to assign you in a class. Remember, there are 4 requirements for graduation. The first one was credits. The second one was completer programs. And now we're going to touch on the third and fourth, service learning and state testing. Students must complete 75 hours of service learning. Those are done through grades 5th through 11th, ideally. Hopefully we don't have any seniors still trying to obtain any of the service learning hours. 40 of those hours occur in high school. And then lastly, state testing. State testing will occur in English, algebra, government, and science. That is a state requirement that you must do assessments in those areas.
Good morning, everyone. This is Mr. Rowe, assistant principal. I work with the counseling department on the course selection process and scheduling courses for next school year. So what is the course selection process? This is the process of students selecting their courses that they plan to take next school year, so 2026 to 2027. And we'll use the program of study from Anne Arundel County Public Schools, student interests, teacher recommendations, and credit requirements. So at the end of this video, teachers will hand out a course selection worksheet. So this is for students to review and make selections for which courses they want to take next year. The number in the top left of the worksheet is the grade that you will be going into next school year. So current 9th grade students will get a worksheet that has a 10 in the top left. This has important information about each core content and some graduation requirements, some instructions. It also asks for a parent signature. So this is a good tool for you to help pick your courses for next school year. More copies are available in the main office, and we ask that you turn these into your English teacher by Monday, February 2nd. Teachers will also distribute the electives worksheet. This worksheet has a list of multiple electives that you can take and sign up for next school year. Please pay attention to whether or not the course is running for the full year or for a semester, or it's only available in the spring or the fall. Please use this along with the other worksheet to count how many classes you're going to take next school year and make your selections. This is also helpful to bring back to the counselor when you meet with them. We'll talk about that coming up here soon, to have multiple options for what you want to take next year. We are going to host an elective fair on Tuesday, the 27th and Thursday, the 29th during NEST. This will occur in the Media Center. If you are interested in attending to learn more about these electives, please pick up a pass either from the Media Center or in the main office or in the main lobby anytime this week or the week leading up to the elective fair. We hope to see you there. This is a picture of the South River High School website for any additional resources that you may be interested in. If you go to the homepage on the right side, there's a tab that says course selection for the school year 26-27. Click on that tab and you will find multiple resources to help guide you with your decision making. So while the worksheets are helpful resources for you to see your options for courses next year, we're also going to put those course requests into the student portal. This can be accessed through your class link. We ask that all students go into their student portal and using the worksheets as reference, but then inputting their choices into this portal. This will help your meeting with your counselor in February. So on the right side, you'll see a exclamation point. That's a course that is required. A green check mark means it's not required, but it's an elective. And anything that you have it as a preset class, maybe a Health A or a Health B class, is going to show up there on the left side for that content. In the student portal, when you click on the icon from the right side of your screen, let's say, for example, this is an English class. If I click on the English class, I am able to see teacher recommendations for the core contents: math, English, science, social studies, and world languages. So you'll see that on the right side of this screen where it says alerts. This will show you your recommendation from your current teacher from semester 1. Also, is where you actually will select the course. On the left side, you'll click the icon. You make sure for some of the courses you have to pick semester 1 and semester 2, but for a lot of electives you can pick semester 1 or semester 2, and that information is outlined in each window of the student portal. So please use the rest of the time and advisory to look at the worksheets, log into the student portal, start getting an idea of what you may want to take next school year. In February, you will meet with your counselors individually through your English classes. Again, there is more information on our school website for you to reference. We hope you have a great day. Thank you.